Welcome to the Pretty and Profiting Show, your favorite show for branding, beauty, business, and the truth of how to be a boss lady and build your empire. Pause the show right now and grab your free gift at profitablepersonalbrand.com/hot. It's a workbook and audio training on 5 high-performing strategies to dominate your market and add an extra $1,000 to $10,000 to your bottom line. And now, your host. She's a fierce, creative freaking genius who is known by many as Nikki Hustle. Nicole K. Lundy.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pretty and Profiting Show. Welcome to today's episode. This is your host, Nicole K. Lundy. And today we're going to talk about ways to generate leads. Now listen, if your business does not have leads and is not generating leads on a consistent basis, you are dead in the water. Leads that convert to client, converts to cash, converts to revenue, converts to you being paid, converts to you paying a team, converts to you keeping the lights on, converts to you not starving to death. You see where this is going? So we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you some quick ways to generate leads. Pick one or two, commit to one or two from this episode and get it poppin'. So the first way is through an ebook. So in an ebook, it's very easy to do and it's very easy to publish and it gets you leads. So people in your ebook, you don't want to promote your services or product. You want to share your expertise. You want to write your ebook from a neutral perspective and give really actionable insights and tips that people can get now. You want to share your book on social media, leverage social media, and you want to set it up, have a landing page that people give you their name and their email address, possibly their birthday, possibly their cell phone number in exchange of getting that ebook. Now, even if you're selling that ebook, see what platform you can use that you can actually get your customers' information, such as their name and their email. From that point, you would have a sales funnel set up. So even if you simply use MailChimp, which I love, by the way, or Infusionsoft, if that's your speed, you want to set up a sales funnel that one gives has the book delivered. 2, maybe have them connect on social media. 3, invite them to look at your services or products page. That's a very simple 3-step funnel. You can get very detailed, but of course, I want you to get started. So we're talking simple today. The second way you can generate leads is through a newsletter. Now, newsletter is one of those unsexy terms that people like, oh, I don't know what to write about every week. Listen, a newsletter is actually one of the simplest ways to generate more leads. So with a newsletter, when people actually sign up to hear from you, like voluntarily give you their name and email to hear from you, you have a captive audience. Email is a great way to avoid getting lost in the internet noise. You have people who want to hear from you. They're expecting to hear from you. Great way to offer your services and products. If there's a holiday coming up, you can do a special promotion, an added value promotion. You don't have to do a discount. If your birthday is coming up, there's so many ways. You just need to get creative. But look at a newsletter as a lead source, and I promise you it will change your business. Another way to generate lead is through your blog. Having a blog, and I know I've talked about this a few times, but it's really a great tool to use to generate leads. And nowadays, you don't have to have a blog in the traditional sense of the word. A blog can be a feed of your YouTube videos that, can only be seen on your site. It could be a podcast show. If you do have a podcast show, you can make each episode of your podcast show a blog entry. If you do a live YouTube show, well, back to YouTube. You can do pre-recorded YouTube videos that you upload. You can actually do a live YouTube show that then becomes blog content. You can do infographics every week. You can do guest interviews. I mean, just get creative. Put it in a blog format, generate leads. Be strategic about it and be intentional. Twitter. Another way to generate leads. Twitter is actually the number one platform for generating leads because the conversation is moving so quickly on Twitter. If you are posting 2 to 3 times an hour, sharing content, curating content, sharing what you have going on with you, easy way. Well, let me take that back. Simple way to generate leads. It takes a little work to get set up and to be consistent with it, but it's well worth it. Well worth it. And the great thing about Twitter is hashtags. You can use hashtags to have people find you with your own made up hashtag for your business. And you can search tried and true hashtags that are related to your business, related to your brand. So if you are in education, maybe you're in elementary education or college education, look for hashtags that are related to your specific expertise. See what the conversation is. You can get leads. Use it. Another way to get leads, number 5, networking events. So yes, we live in a digital world. I know this, but the real world in this digital age has some serious advantages. Showing up in person, knowing exactly how to talk about who you are, what you do, the results your clients and customers get from your service or product is a great way for generating leads. In person, you can immediately schedule a follow-up call. You can say, well, let's see when you can talk. I have tomorrow open at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. What does it look like for you? You can actually schedule sales calls immediately at networking events. My secret weapon, your secret weapon now. Use it. The 6th way to generate leads is through developing and shooting an engaging video. So here's the truth. At this moment, YouTube is the number 2 site in the world, just behind Google, who is its parent company. Really, you need to consider video. Actually, you need to implement video in your business. This is no longer a conversation of, I don't really like to be on video. No, you need to be on video. Leverage the fact that billions of people are watching hours and hours of video every single day. Talk about your expertise. You do not have to ever watch your video again, but you need to shoot them. And that's a little secret of mine. I shoot videos. I hardly watch any of them. It is painful to watch myself. So that is my 6th tip. 7th tip for generating leads is using infographics. So when infographics hit the scene a few years ago, there were so many people, it was sort of overused and people kind of was turned off from it. But you can use strategically infographics to generate leads. So you want to be professional. You don't need a cheap infographic. It's not worth doing it. So either find a graphic designer, your own graphic designer that you use. You can find one on Fiverr. You can find a college graphic design person. Get creative. I mean, there's so many people who can do this. You can do an infographic of your logo, one service. You can do an infographic for each of your services. You can do an infographic for each of your products, and it can generate leads. Send people to an opt-in page and get it popping. So the 8th way you can generate leads into your business is through webinars. So If you've been in business, you've noticed that a lot of people are doing webinars. And the reason why is because it's generating thousands of potential customers at a relatively inexpensive price. So you can have a recurring event, a recurring class that you're offering to grow your following, to grow your list. Excellent. At the end, excellent way to generate leads. So the key is at the end of the webinar, you want to have a call to action for your listeners, for your students tuning in. So it could be, they can download your ebook, they can sign up for your newsletter, they can visit your site. You want to be strategic and deliberate, intentional. Generating leads is not something that haphazardly happens. You have to deliberately make it happen. So webinars, teach, have a recurring class that you do, have a call to action at the end. The 9th way to generate leads is through media coverage. So there's a popular website, highly recommend, helpareporterout.com. And there's thousands of journalists and PR agencies looking for experts to contribute to the stories they're writing. They're under tight deadlines, but being featured in major media can be huge leverage. You can be exposed to, millions of people all of a sudden and generate leads, because people all of a sudden will hear about you and see you and they want what you got. So whether it's a service, whether it's a product, they want what you have. So media, excellent way to generate leads. And number 10, the final, my favorite, strong branding. That's right. Strong branding to generate leads. Guess what? We cannot get around the fact that prospects and your clients love authentic brands. Love them. They're loyal to them. It's a no-like trust factor that you cannot break unless you tell a white lie or you're untruthful. But strong branding is such a key to generating leads. Do not ignore it. Every day you're building your brand. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So customers want the brands and the companies that are the best in the industry, which is why you have to have the goal and you must be in active pursuit of being the leading authority, leading company in your marketplace. So once this starts to happen, once you start getting momentum, you will notice your conversion rates going up as a result of you generating more leads in your business. So that was quick ways you can generate leads into your business. Implement them. Pick one or two to implement right now, and let's keep building our businesses, building our brands. Let's be pretty and profiting. This is Nicole K. Lundy, your host. I will talk to you in the next episode. Goodbye. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Pretty and Profiting. Want to learn more about me and what I do? Head on over to profitablepersonalbrand.com. Also, I have a super juicy giveaway for one lucky show subscriber. If you want to enter, you just have to do 2 simple things. 1, subscribe to the show. 2, leave a review on iTunes or Stitcher, and you'll be entered into this month's $25 Sephora gift card giveaway. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, stay pretty and stack those profits.